Lift off. All right, so this is take 2, guys, of the episode 4. So we did the episode, but it wasn't recorded for whatever reason. I don't know. I messed up. So let's see if we can do the same content, but it will probably be delivered in a different way. So
Blame Zencaster.
yeah, no, you're right, man. I hate the layout of that. You know, I want to mess around with it, but look, luckily, I think my lighting's a lot better now. I can tell, like my background's just a lot more brighter. So I'm happy with that. Let's just see how
Your face is brighter too.
Yes, finally. I'm not that ugly. I am not that ugly, guys, I promise.
You've gone from Bangladeshi to English Bangladeshi.
I went from like a 4 out of 10 to 4.5, so let's see how it goes.
4.75. Let's not violate too much.
So, what did we even cover, mate, from that last
I
one?
don't know. I was so out of it. I was sick.
Yeah, how do you feel today, actually? Have you recovered from your illness?
You know what? I'm good now.
Okay.
It took a lot longer than anticipated. It took about 2 days
Okay.
to like a solid 48 hours to like get back into just feeling normal. And that was weird. But as soon as I could work out without thinking I'm about to fall over,
Yeah.
then I was like, yeah, I'm good. It kind of made me like imagine what being old is like. Do you know?
Oh my God.
Do you know like those chairs? You know, like they have those electronic chairs that go up the stairs. The
Yeah.
ones that they just go.
Yeah, that's right.
There were times where I was thinking I need one of those right now.
Damn.
So to be out of that is good.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. How was your day, Az?
My day, I went through self-therapy. You know, that's the best way I can put it. But a much needed release, let's just say. Metaphor, man. Metaphor.
That's not even a metaphor. You just said it. It just I released.
Release what, man, mate? This is PG rated, alright? This is not like an X-rated podcast.
Hey, YouTube puts our videos as for adults only, so technically it's not PG rated.
Yeah, we're gonna half our audience, you know, the numbers, right? If we're just being 18 plus.
Do you know what? I'm actually like, because looking at, we're gonna digress a little bit, but I've got my laptop today.
Okay.
We did 1.2K views on that one short, but for like just the pods, we've done 37, 28, and 24. I think, okay, obviously it's not crazy,
Yeah.
but at least we've got some consistency there.
Yeah.
At least we're getting like on average 20 to 30. So like at least that's something.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah. And it's because it's a longer format, right? Actually, it's quite decent numbers. You wouldn't expect that. Obviously, it's not going to cover the length of time, how long someone's going to stay and watch it, things like that. I think this YouTube Studio kind of plots that in anyway. But yeah, it seems like the first video clicked with a lot of people, I've noticed, or there's a special impact it had.
Yeah, I don't know. You had some friends who were violating the last episode.
Mate, I think everyone's given their own take, right? Like, obviously, a lot of people are going to be too nice to give their own opinions, and rightfully so. But look, we're both aware, right? This is not perfect. We could easily just not release all this footage, but you said let's just start releasing it. We'll take the feedback, criticism, blah blah blah, the video, the lighting, the quality. But look, hopefully over time, if you as the viewers following it, you can see us improve, right? And that's part of the journey, right? The beauty of it.
The thing is, right, if it's something really obvious, like I know my background is shit. Like I'm not in a podcast studio. I know that. You don't need to say it to me. Like and actually until today, your lighting today is actually good. But until today, we were like, okay, you need to sort out your lighting. Like we know that already. I don't need to hear that from someone else.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to topics, it's like, okay, if that's what you want to hear, go do it. Like, go make your own thing or go find it somewhere. Like, we're not catering to one specific individual.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm violating people, but it's like, you know, I don't want to start talking about things that I'm not interested in.
Absolutely. Look, that's so important.
So whoever that was who was like, I want to hear what sort of girls you're into. No, that's weird. Get a life.
Yeah. I mean, then it's just going to turn into some cringy podcast. Like, it sounds good on paper and probably might get some views, but then, like I said, it's not going to be congruent to us. Like, look, we don't really go about talking in that manner anyway, right? Like, yeah, we're going to have bants, but yeah, obviously there's a certain level of professionalism we want to maintain, and over time we can be flexible. But yeah, it has to mean something, right? Some of the stuff we
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like you brought up the whatever podcast, the
Mm.
ones that have like the OnlyFans models and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not going to be PG rated this episode now that I just said that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Right.
you know, like we both said, you know, those guys, they'll just do anything for clicks and for followers. And some of the stuff is actually kind of interesting. But I mean, A, I'm disinterested in that,
Yeah.
and B, like for me, there's a level of morality that I need to have around it, and if I just don't feel comfortable talking about that, I'm sorry, I'm not talking about that.
Mm. Yeah, exactly.
Like I've got jokes in my head right now, but I'm not gonna say them. I've got jokes about how your day went today, but I'm not gonna say them.
Oh, mate, that just sounds a lot more dodgy than it needs to be. Like, we can digress from there.
It could sound dodgier.
All I
It
did was
could,
get a back massage done, man. I need it done because I have so much tension, right? And it's building up. So I was like, I need to release that. And plus, if you're working out a lot, I think it helps as well. So, yeah.
damn, I've got Ronnie Coleman here. Uh, do you know what? How often do you get like let's call it self-care.
Yeah.
Like how often do you like go get a massage or go to a spa or something like that?
Well, seeing as I started working out quite regularly and I'm following kind of like a plan, I'm doing it so where it's like 3-4 months. Every 3-4 months, I'll try and have like a back massage or at least full body sort of treatment. I don't know if you tried a bit of cupping, but yeah, that's quite decent as well. So yeah, I think it's a bit like it's like detoxification, but this time's of your muscle basically. So yeah, I don't know. What about you?
You know what? One time I broke my arm in a fight and I was just desperate. I was desperate to get it back. I was
Yeah.
just like, anything I can do to get this arm working properly again, I'll do. So I went to
Mm.
this guy, I went to this physio, and he did some cupping on me. Dude, I never thought it would be so uncomfortable. Like, obviously, you see like the red marks people have afterwards, but
Yeah.
it genuinely felt like someone was trying to pull the skin off of my body. It was
Yeah.
like, is it
Same.
meant to feel like this? And you know what? The worst part didn't even
Mm.
do anything.
Oh
I
yeah.
felt no difference. Maybe it's because I only went once, but
Mm.
honestly, I felt no difference.
Did you do the dry one or did you do the wet one?
Yeah, yeah, the dry one.
Okay, so you should try the wet one, but obviously it's a little bit more work. Obviously it's like blood and stuff, but
Yeah, that's a bit much.
you get a complete experience though. You can say
What's it? What's the Arabic name for it?
cool, yeah, good question.
Hijama.
Yeah, that's it. Hijam.
Yeah. But apparently they used to do that with leeches.
Mm. Yeah, the leeches they eat away the bad cells, isn't it? Or the dead ones.
Yeah, medicinal leeches are used in modern microsurgery and plastic surgery to restore blood circulation in tissues threatened by congestion. Yeah. So they
Mm.
they cut you open and they let the fucking thing. Oops, sorry, no, no swearing.
It's alright. It's
They
alright.
they they cut you open and then
Yeah.
they get the leech on the cut
Yeah.
to suck out your blood. Dude, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Mate, that's making you laugh a lot more than I thought it would.
Bro, it literally says here used in modern microsurgery. Like I think
Mm.
of that and I think of some cavemen stuff. But it's
Yeah.
it's a, in bold modern microsurgery and I'm like, wow, we really haven't like evolved that much, have we?
We haven't at all, man. When it push comes to shove, we use natural ancient medicine.
Dude, I'm just giving you a heads up. Do not look that up on images. That is creepy.
What did you search up?
I just put up leeches for medical use on Google Images. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna check it quickly.
No, 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 don't. You're not gonna regret it, I'm telling you.
It can't be that bad, right?
Well, I mean, I'm a bit squirmish, but I think it's pretty bad.
To remove excess and stuff like that. Well, depends. I'm seeing mainly nothing crazy.
No, okay. Well, maybe I'm just squirmish. I don't know. I don't
No,
know
I
that
think
sort of stuff.
my image might be more filtered.
You've got safe search on. Ah,
Yeah, I'm a kiddie, mate. I've got protection.
that's what she said. Uh,
Whoa.
dude, can we talk about the World Cup that's coming here? because we've
Yes,
got a month. We've
it's
got a month
14
until the World Cup comes here,
very
and
interesting.
I'm excited.
I am as well, man. You know, it's a good timing after the Champions League ends as well. End of this month, it's going to be Arsenal v PSG, so will be interesting. And then
Did
we'll
you
have
watch the
well,
semi-finals game? The
yeah,
second leg?
I watched both second legs. Quite interesting actually. Very interesting.
Do you know what? Because like people ask me on almost a daily basis, like, you're in Mexico? Isn't it like dangerous over there? Do you get
Mm,
Wi-Fi? Like, do you have a house with a roof on it? Like,
yeah,
just stupid questions.
yeah.
I can say this. The most annoying part of living here is the fact that when the football is on, when Premier League is on, it's like 8 a.m. here, and when the Champions League is on, I'm at work.
Oh, no wonder. That's why you don't get to cover it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can like sneak in 10, 20 minutes here and there, but
Mm.
besides that, that's all I can get.
There was that time you watched it in the cafe, isn't it? The Arsenal match, Arsenal Atletico, the Champions League.
Yeah, but that guy, he kept like both matches, what was it? It was Arsenal and Leverkusen, and then there was a second match on at the same time. Who was it? Was it Bayern Madrid?
Yeah, Bayern and Real Madrid, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking to like change the channel. Why are we watching Arsenal? This is such a bad game.
Oh
Bayern
no.
Madrid is on right now. Change the channel.
Yeah, exactly. There must be die-hard Arsenal fans over there, man. Your neighborhood.
I can tell you this though, food there, amazing. Some of the food here, you look at it and you're like, it's just cheese and lettuce and a tortilla. Uh,
Mm,
and some of the food is genuinely amazing.
mm. So stuff like what, fajitas, wraps, things like that, or what sort of stuff?
What is a fajita?
It's like a mini wrap, isn't it?
The, so I've seen no fajitas here. It says it's a Tex-Mex cuisine, so it's not even proper Mexican. Yeah,
Tex-Mex.
its origin is Texas, USA.
Okay, that is interesting. How's
But
that
yeah,
possible? Mm.
say it again.
How is it possible over there to not get authentic Mexican food?
What do you mean?
You said it's Tex-Mex, isn't it? So it's more American based, or
Yeah, it's American.
okay. So it's just the type or where you're based. They've just got food from different influences. Is that what it is?
No, it's just fajitas aren't Mexican.
Oh, okay.
They're American.
Oh, that's
Well,
unique.
that's what it looks like. I haven't seen any fajitas here. You get tacos, you get
Yeah.
flautas, you get sopas, you get sopes, you
Mm,
get empanadas,
empanadas.
you get you can get a burrito, but it's not actually that common. You can get a
Enchilada?
tostada.
Enchilada?
I think that's also American, bro.
Oh, okay. So it's all American, the stuff that I know, man. I've been
Oh
tricked.
no, sorry, enchiladas are Mexican,
Okay.
but I
They have
haven't had any. You get quesadillas,
quesadillas. Oh yeah,
you get chilaquiles.
chilaquiles.
And I can say personally, I think what's my favorite? Maybe a flauta is my favorite.
What is
Can
a
can we
flauta?
edit an image of a flauta in here?
Mm,
A flauta is basically it's like a mini burrito,
mm.
but like dude, I don't have any food in my house. Um, it's a mini burrito, right? It's like the size of your hand.
Yeah.
So they wrap it up and then they fry it. So the whole bread becomes crunchy as well. And then you just eat it like a sausage roll.
Ooh, that sounds nice. So what's in the filling of it?
Whatever you want really. It's usually like some sort of meat or fish.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're really good. What was I talking about?
World
What were we
Cup.
talking about? Yeah, the
World.
World Cup. Okay. So, okay, here's gonna be banging because there's gonna be people from everywhere. The games are gonna be on.
Yeah.
Food is amazing. It's gonna be hella expensive, but who cares?
Mm.
But I wonder how many people are gonna go to the World Cup here in Mexico, and they're gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to leave. I like it here
No way. You think so?
because that's what
Especially
happened
when.
to me.
Yeah, but you didn't go there because of the like some sort of sport or something like that, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you're saying if people go there to visit during the World Cup, that's gonna convert them. But
Honestly, yeah, I think so.
mm,
Because I came here January or February 2023, January or February 2023, and straight away I was like, this place is amazing. It's hot, but not too hot. It is like a proper modern city. There's
mm,
lots of stuff to do, and it's cheap. And then I was like, you know what? Let me come here again. And then 2025, I come again twice. And then I'm like, you know what? I keep on coming here. Let me just move here. So I genuinely think like some people are just going to end up here. They're going to come for the World Cup and they're going to be like, you know what? This place bangs. I'm going to stay.
Yeah. How's it gonna affect you? Sorry. You said during the World Cup things are gonna rise, right? And you're due to move soon, isn't it?
Can you hear me?
Yep. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. You're frozen.
We're still frozen.
Yeah, it's okay. I can hear you. Oh
Okay.
yeah, now I can see. I can see you now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm quite lucky because my company pays for my housing.
Okay.
And you know this whole Iran thing. Well, actually, now this definitely is a PG. We just we just
Yeah.
brought the I word into this.
I
Um,
Iran.
with the war situation and then like oil prices everywhere just rising, it has gotten more expensive. But I
Okay.
think, I mean, you know how it is, man. Like the second like a bunch of people out of nowhere come, especially if they don't know the currency, they're just gonna
Mm.
buy whatever. They're gonna be like, oh, this is normal, and just pay it.
Yeah.
Like we all know of a few coffee shops in Central which are so overrated and so overpriced, and they still have a massive queue of people, and none of them are English.
Wow. Are you talking about the ones in what was it, Knightsbridge, or the more in Oxford Street? Which side?
Well, both. I
Okay.
mean, like okay, that Ralph Lauren coffee shop,
Yeah. New Bond Street. That one.
yeah, that's okay. It's nice, and it's a Ralph Lauren store, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Bro, that coffee ain't worth £7.
No,
That's
absolutely,
ridiculous.
absolutely not. Just got the name on it.
It's got the name on it, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it will rise and it will come down again after the World Cup, but
Yeah.
I do think there will be people who will come here and be like, okay, you know what? It's safer than Netflix is telling me.
Hmm.
It's nicer. People are there's lots of people. There's lots of things to do.
Hmm.
It's got a real New York vibe to it. I think people will
Yeah.
stay here, 100%. And do you know what? If you're listening to this, think about it. Leave the UK before it's too late. They're gonna have e-passports everywhere, and they're gonna refuse you on planes soon.
Yeah. Mate, you're gonna convert this podcast into a leaving UK, and sooner you know it, the British government is gonna come for you, bro. Just saying.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Az. I'll invite you to the funeral.
High fives on you.
But yeah, man. I do think the World Cup here is gonna just bang, and I do think people will see this. People will be here and see it and be like, it's not as bad as I thought. It's actually pretty good. Actually, do you want to know something crazy? So, my company, I'm personal life. I'm changing companies in the next few weeks, and I met one of my new coworkers.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, we are in Mexico City. We are 6,000 miles away from London.
Hmm.
Not only is she from the UK, she's from London. And not only is she from London, she lived 15 minutes away from me. How crazy is that?
15 minutes. What? Back in London? No way. Damn.
We both lived in the exact same area in North London.
How long has she been there? Roughly.
8 months, I think she said.
Okay. Quite new.
But
And
isn't
you've
that
never
crazy?
seen her around.
I barely see non-Mexicans. And then just like ran into her. And it's like, we work for the same company, 6,000 miles away from home. What are we doing here? How
That's
did this
crazy.
happen?
Yeah.
Life.
What brought her here, or brought her over there?
Same as everyone, I guess. Just get tired of it.
Sick of it, right? And everything.
Get tired of the weather, the taxes, the cost of living. Dude, we broke it down. Our cost of living is about half what
Yeah.
it is in the UK.
So I don't know if you remember some of the rough figures, but it was quite interesting. We covered so the average earner in London, like 30 plus aged, they earned what, 45K? That's the average expected salary, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
40 to
And
45,
then it was like after tax, after pension, it came down to like 32, 33.
32, 33. Yeah.
And then you're saving like after you've paid for just like your basic living costs, your
Hmm.
food, your utility bills, your water,
Yeah.
your train to work. After that, it was like you save like 400 quid a week.
Mm.
And then here in Mexico, like the exact same figures, you save about 17 or 1800 a month. Sorry, 400 a month in London, and then about 17, 1800 a month in Mexico City.
1800. That is ridiculous, mate. Ridiculous. That's like rent money you're saving, or even a mortgage even.
Dude, should I tell you my rent here?
How much was it?
I'm not telling you. but it's it's it's
Gonna say
significantly lower than 1800.
must be like a third or something, isn't it? Or what?
All I'll say is if you're paying £1,000 a month, I expect either a place slap bang in the center, or I'm expecting house fully furnished, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, garden for the kids.
Wow, garden for the kids. Throw that in there.
Garden for the kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you were to say how many times a week you go out, like restaurants, drinks with friends, gallery, museum, weekend getaway, what you saying?
If it's to meet friends and going out, I would say because we have mutual friends as well, and obviously some of them we used to meet regularly when you were still in
He
London.
who must not be named.
Yeah, so I'll say like once or twice per week, generally, right? That's just meeting. And weekend getaways, it depends if it's like a bank holiday thing or something like that, or might be 6 months. I don't know, man. But I mean that costs money as well, depending on where you go and whether it's worth it. If you're gonna go outside London, etc. So yeah, that's roughly.
You know what? One thing I do miss about London is those international getaways. Like just quick 2 hour flight to Portugal, spend
Yeah,
Saturday, Sunday there, come back Monday morning or Sunday night. I
yeah.
do miss that.
And it's harder to do from where you're at, obviously, because you're like on the other side of the world. You
Well,
can't do.
but also because the country's massive.
Mm,
So like in internal flights, national flights are cheap. You can get a national flight for 80 quid, which is
yeah,
probably the same as you can get from London to Paris, right?
yeah,
Um, but to get out of the country and like listen to someone who speaks a different language or like just have a different sort of climate, it's gonna be 300-400.
easily, right.
Yeah, it's about average. So that's one thing I do miss about London. But is
Mm.
it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, is staying there, in your opinion?
Hmm.
Like, let's just okay, like there are some external factors which are out of our control.
Yeah.
And I completely sympathize. But just looking at it from an economic perspective, do you think it's worth it? An economic and a fun perspective.
I like how you threw in fun right towards the end to build your
Of
point.
course.
I need some more. Thing is, I need some more data and obviously my own perspective to kind of give my judgment. If I were to, like I told you before, when I went Finland, we all went Finland, right? I thought I was very impressed, and I'm repeating some of the old points. It's very clean, it's safe, everyone's put together, educated. It seems like you're not going to meet like funny characters and things like that. People are just very switched on. And the city as a whole is like it's functioning. But at the same time, I just feel so lonely, and I feel like if I stayed there in an ice cold place where people are only gonna go out when they get hammered or when they drink alcohol, and that kind of builds up the same sort of problems you'll face in London, like people going to pubs and places, things like that, getting hammered. So you go over there where it's very safe, too safe, but you need a bit of danger in your life. I don't want to say like you need like to
Like
be
me
like
personally.
stabbed over there, but yeah.
You mean like me personally or just in general?
I think generally, but yeah, what how is it for you?
Do you know what? I resent comfort.
I noticed. I noticed, mate.
So for sure I do agree, like you do need like a level of like is danger the right word? Yeah, I guess it is. But like I, I'm the same as you. I've never really liked the pub culture where it's like, how do you meet people? Go
Mm,
get drunk.
yeah.
So I've never liked that. And by no means am I saying it's perfect here. It's not. Or for me at least. But I just like the fact that I can go out at 8 p.m. and it's still 17 degrees and I can still see people out in the street just having fun
Yeah.
without freezing.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know about you, like when you were like late teens, early 20s, and you starting to go out, was there ever a part of you, because this happened to me, I would go out and I would think, why am I doing this to myself? My hands are freezing.
Yeah.
I can't, my shoulders are up to here and I can't move them because I'm so cold. Like, did you ever have that feeling as well?
Mate, I mean, as you're talking about, I just recall it in my head. Like, imagine going out in the ice cold weather and like just freezing myself. But at the same time, like winter is what? How long? How long do you have it in the UK for? Like what?
seven
5,
and a half months.
7.5 months, and you take into the account most of the time it's inconsistent. You're not getting, consistent heat, consistent spring temperature. So
Yeah. Um,
whole lot of in between.
whole lot of in between. Yeah, exactly. And I completely understand people who go there for like financial reasons or they
Mhm.
stay because, that's their home. I
Yeah.
completely get it. Sometimes I do feel uncomfortable because it's just like, even just the air, it's like I'm not breathing in the air that I'm used to. So
Yeah.
it doesn't feel right. But for sure, overall, am I happier? Yeah.
So if you were to say the pros and cons of like Mexico right now, what would you say?
I would say big pro is the cost of living. And actually, Mexicans hate this when you go over and you're like, oh, it's so cheap here. Like for us, it's cheap.
For us, yeah, yeah, exactly. For UK salary.
Yeah, I'm not some sort of advocate for gentrification or something. Mayfair. Uh, but for sure, cost of living is a big benefit. Just like the niceness, like how like nice people are. It's weird to me sometimes. It actually took me quite a long time to get used to, and it would make me like anxious because I'd be walking down the street and I've got my headphones in, and someone will say good morning, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I turn around and I'll take a headphone out, and I'm like, who are you talking to? So I kept on thinking like, in London, someone on the street talks to you. You're like, okay, this person is either begging for something or they're gonna rob me
Yeah,
or both.
yeah,
And it's
this is
like because of that, I would just like even someone would just say good morning, or I'd be in a restaurant and someone would just say buen provecho, which just means like bon appetit. Like someone would say that, and I'm just staring at them. I'm like, when is this person gonna try and make a move?
yeah,
So that at first made me uncomfortable, but now it's actually really nice because you can just start a conversation with anyone. A guy was running to catch a bus this morning, and he ran past me, and he was like, "¿Qué hora es?" Like, what time is it? And he's like, I'm like, "Oh, it's 8:30," and he
yeah.
says, "Muchas gracias. Te veo mañana." Like he's like, "Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow." And I'm like, "I don't even know you. What do you mean I'll see you tomorrow?"
I can literally play that in my head, bro. As you're describing that, I can see that little teaser.
So yeah, cost of living, how nice people are, the weather.
Yeah.
Some parts are
Mm.
like quite prone to like natural disasters.
Yeah.
This city has actually had its fair share of like earthquakes and stuff, but in general,
Yeah.
the overall weather is so much nicer. The climate is
Mm.
nicer. And just the vibe, man. Like every time of day, there will be someone out in the street with a speaker playing music.
Yeah. That's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's cool. It's not quiet.
Mm.
Like I do wake up most nights because like either someone's playing music or like there's a couple fighting outside my flat.
Mhm.
But in general, I think it was the right decision for me at least. And now the flipping World Cup's coming here next month, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be crazy. Just the vibe is gonna be insane.
That's the best time. Everything's gonna come alive. But yeah, a quick thing regarding London though. I think one of the things I actually hate the most, right, and especially I don't know how much you went out in the evening and to meet friends or to go somewhere, but when I go out in the evening, I just hate when you're in local areas, everything's just quiet or it's just not, it's just dead. Like you feel like it's like a graveyard and you've I think we mentioned it last time. Like, it's nice to hear there's activity going outside, and it feels like, all right, now I feel pumped, energized. Like, I want to go out with my friends. Let's see what's going on in the local city set and stuff like that. You'll have to travel all the way to Central, and even if you do go there, it's just chaotic. It's not a vibe. It's just a cluster full of people trying to get from A to B, and yeah, it's not like an environment where people can relax and chill. So I think that's what I kind of like about hotter countries and places that I've been to as well. So
Mm,
um, definitely one, if I were to move somewhere like a dream place, that's something I'd keep in mind. Like, look, evening, I'm chilled. I've eat my dinner, finish my work, and I'm like, you know what, 9 p.m. Why don't I go out in the local city center? Why don't I meet like Mr. Adam or anyone I know? Let's just have a time together and things like that while the streets are alive and everyone's happy and safe. So yeah, I like that aspect, especially of going abroad and experiencing that.
yeah, going out in London at night is a bit of a potluck because
Yeah.
sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's completely dead. Um, and it's not the same situation here. Like every night there's people out.
Yeah.
I do think people they compliment the weather.
Yeah.
Like I think in London it's cloudy, it's grey, it's depressing, so people are depressed. Here it's hotter, it's sunnier, so people are happier. And like you said in our version, which we had to end up, well, we lost. But like you said, like even people in the Scandinavian countries, like it's great.
Mm.
Taxes actually go somewhere. People
Mm.
get money. There are no homeless people. The streets are
Mm.
clean, and still they have some of the highest suicide rates in the world.
Exactly. So that gives a bit of perspective as well, right? People aren't actually happy on like in reality. People are just managing. They're just finding a way through. So you know what? Human beings are so interesting, bro. You like in one end of the world, they're facing so much atrocities, and I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like, there's so much suffering going on. Other end of the world, you're pretty much safe 90% of the time, but that's not gonna make you happy either, right? So it's just having that. What it is it's the freedom to do what you want whenever you want, and not letting society or the people around you like put you in a box, or like you can't do anything, etc. It's like that's just what it is.
Well, the thing is, actually, I'm gonna counter I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit. Is it really about what you want?
What do you mean?
So, like, for example, I came here because, well, part of me did want some part of me did want heat. Part of me did want just like a place to myself without having to spend 2.5 grand.
Yeah.
Part of me did just want to make something on my own, but I think there was also needs. There were also needs as well. It wasn't
Mm.
just about what I wanted, it was the fact that if I hadn't done those things, I would not be fulfilling myself to my potential. It was more of a need, like I
Okay.
have to do this rather than just I want to.
Mm.
Like I look at parents, for example. Like how many parents like give up the thing that they want for the thing they are supposed to do? Like how
Exactly.
many times and it can be little things. It can be like, oh, I want to watch TV for 10 minutes before I have to go to work, but I've got to make the kids sandwiches, so I'm going to do that instead. It can be little things, and then it can also be big things. It can be like, I'm going to cancel this vacation, or I'm going to say no to this holiday plan because I want to make sure that my kid gets into a private school next year, and I need to pay for that. So the money's going to go there instead. So I think yeah, it's about what I want, but it's about what I need as well.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. You mentioned about what you need. So, is it something that you tell yourself you need that because obviously when you're living in London, you just felt very you're discontent with everything. You feel like things aren't worth it. You might be mildly depressed, however you perceive yourself. Was it a need to get out there, or was it a want? What? How would you say
Yeah, I do sound like a whiny git sometimes, don't I?
it?
Just complaining all the time.
No.
I think it was a little bit of both. And you
Mm.
know what? Sometimes when I was coming here, I kept on telling myself it's a need. I have to do this.
Yeah.
And that put a lot of stress on me. So I've recently been trying to like shift my mentality to it's not a need, it's a want or it's a have already. Like I already have it.
Okay.
Um, but to answer your question just simply, yes, I think it was a need. I think if I'd stayed in London, I don't want to say it here, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you mentioned it. Like, I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
Um,
that gives some clarification actually. Like, if you just stayed in London, you don't know what would happen. I mean, obviously that might not have happened. It might be an exaggeration, but either way, you wouldn't mentally not be in a good place because, like, you just felt it. So that's why you had to get out there. So,
I don't think I was exaggerating. There was no part of me that thought this is an exaggeration. Oh, I can kind of like worm my way out of this.
okay.
There was no part of what I said that was exaggerated. People
Mm,
can figure out what we're talking about. But
yeah. Okay.
yeah, I do think at the time I was saving for it and I was working towards it like my life depended on it
Wow.
because I genuinely think it did.
Mm,
Like sometimes like we've spoke about this before. I I've been praying a lot more
mm,
than normal since I got
yeah.
here, and I sometimes I pray and I'll ask for things, and it feels like I can't breathe sometimes, I'm like, I need this so bad. Otherwise, it's like I cannot breathe. It's like I need this as much as I need air. And
Yeah.
it's a very, very, do you know what do you know what happens? At least this is in my experience. When
Mm.
it is like you need it as much as you need air, there is no room for doubt. It's like, it's going to happen. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it. Because like, there just is no existence
Yeah.
if you run out of air. So you literally cannot think of anything else except I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna succeed just because I said so.
Yeah, exactly. I think how you like explained it is quite powerful, really, for those of you who are still in the UK or anywhere where you feel like you're in a situation where like you're trapped or you feel like you're too scared to make that change. It's about first telling yourself right in your head that I have to do this. It's not like I want to do it, or it's not like yeah, let's just see it. It's like you have to make that uncomfortable decision in your head where you have that that temporary stress, and that's just going to push you to get out there. And then afterwards, then it's just readjusting yourself, because you can't always be in that same level of stress. You have to put yourself in a more baseline scenario where, look, all right, I'm here now, I have it, it's now what's next, right? So yeah, it's that balance, right? But we keep wanting more and more, so I guess at the same time we need to still work up to that as well.
Do you know what? Sometimes like you always hear that like people always talk about blessings in disguise.
Yeah.
And I think about like sleep. Like I don't sleep very well these days.
Mm.
I haven't slept well since I got here. If I get 6 hours, that's a good night. Um, and at first, I think I'm quite lucky in this regard because I just naturally stress a lot. So I have had like these sorts of situations in the past. But when it first started happening, like my parents' voices would ring in my head, and it's like, sleep's the most important thing. Go to sleep. You need sleep. You're gonna have a good day tomorrow if you sleep well. And I'd be in bed and I'm tossing and turning. And then finally, like I just started like getting up, and I started getting up and just doing stuff. And then as soon as like I was productive, I felt better,
Yeah.
and then I could go to sleep. So now it's like, okay, I can't sleep. Fantastic. Let's get up. Let's get some work done. We'll try again in an hour.
Yeah, you got something else going on after. Is that what it is? An interview or?
Wait, what do you mean?
Sorry, do you have something afterwards you have to do
After this?
podcast? Yeah.
No, I was just saying in general. I was like,
Oh.
I was just like, when you're not sleeping, that for me at least, when I'm not sleeping, that's like an extra hour in my shift for the day, and it's like great. I get to be more productive. How amazing is that?
So, like, say for example, right? Obviously, like, I don't know how many hours you sleep. What, 6 hours? Is it 5, 6 hours? Or is it broken?
Last night was probably 5.
5 hours. Okay.
That's like
So
an
it's not
average.
5 hours. So that's not crazy low when you put it into perspective. But at the same time, do you feel like you are productive? Do you feel like you use that time in that sense, or?
100%. It's not super low, so I'm still like cognitively all here. What the tough part is doing it on Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday,
Yeah.
and then it's like I haven't slept well in 3 weeks. When is it gonna get? When am I just gonna get to sleep normally? But for some reason, just something in your head is just like we gotta go, something's happening, and it's like okay, house is on fire, let's get to work. And yeah, it's weird. It's just like there's nothing outside. There's no like loud noises outside. It's not like I forget to turn off my light and it keeps on waking me up. It's not like it's too hot. It's just my brain literally won't let me sleep. And it's like, well, if I'm not supposed to sleep, I'm not supposed to sleep. Let's get to work.
Simple. If you can't sleep, then I guess time for the lab, right? See what we're gonna pop out.
Time for the lab. Um, yeah, man. So we covered Mexico, we covered moving, we covered the World Cup, we covered
Yeah.
a bit of motivational speech.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, man. I think on a more positive note, we landed there like, yeah, get that head moving. You're not stuck. There's always something you can do, right? I guess. And if you're still stuck in the same situation without a solution, you're probably not trying enough, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, my headphones. Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think it's very easy to like fall into the I can't, like my current living situation, it's not
Mm,
possible. And for some people, it genuinely is just not possible. Like
yeah,
taking care of family, for example,
yeah,
like that's priority. So that comes first. But
yeah,
like I think it's very easy to just be like, okay, like I don't make that much money, I'm working overtime, I don't really, I can't do it. And it's like, how much of you have you changed? Like I came here, I'll be completely honest, I came here and I was a big part of me was just running away. Like I remember doing this in GCSE geography. Like we talked about push and pull factors for living in different countries. And like I had my pull factors, like of course better weather, I had a good job opportunity, they're flipping paying for my flat now. So, you know, that's worked out well. But I had a lot of pull factors as well. Sorry, I had a lot of push factors as well to get out of the UK.
hmm
And I got here, and then all of a sudden I had a bunch of new problems. And I'm like, why am I not happy? I did it. I made it. I'm here. Why am I not happy? And
yeah,
it kind of hit me, and I was like, maybe the problem was me all along. Maybe I'm my biggest enemy. And it's
yeah.
like it really is like the know yourself to know others.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think we're getting on a slating the UK rant, right? Last time was the football, now it's the UK. Um,
Do I rant too much? Is that the problem? Are you complaining
no,
about my ranting?
no, I think no, all the points you made is quite valid, but I think just to balance it out, it's good to put into perspective like different situations. Like I think if you're living in the UK, you got money, right? You're earning good money, and obviously you're gonna make the point, right? All right, you're gonna get the 40% tax bracket, and outgoes your money anyway. Even if you're earning a decent amount of money, it's not really a bad place to live. You get access to all the best places, restaurants, facilities, things like that. If you're in a elite social circle, I think that's where it can you benefit from it a lot. You can at least meet higher tier people. And I know like Joe speaks about it before and others, so that's part of it. But the thing about London is there is a little bit of a class-based system, right? Where,
A little bit, bro, a little bit.
yeah, I mean, it's hidden under, right? It's not spoken
It,
about. It's not spoken about, but obviously it's like you can tell, like the places in Mayfair, or the places you
I
can't
disagree. I
regularly
think
go.
it's bait.
Yeah, you think
I
so?
think it's I think it's bait. I think it's
Yeah.
so obvious. And
Mm,
I think it's so obvious when like other people are looking down on you.
yeah, exactly. But that's more of the general people, right? Around you, you find. Is it generally, or you just find like certain types of people, certain groups?
Um, I'd say a little bit of both.
So yeah, I think
Um,
that's more of what it is, right? If you're at like, look, if we're like young guys or people who have families, and it's tough to live paycheck after paycheck. It's very hard to kind of make a case for living in London. That's why people like move outside. Not necessarily out of the UK, but just like out of cities where people are just things are just more affordable. Like I knew someone I used to know. Her brother basically lives in Coventry. He says everything's just better there, the community, the place, and things like that. I'm not gonna say Coventry is like amazing, right? But obviously he rationalized like if he's having a family, things are just cheaper, chilled, safe in however he perceived it. So yeah, money is definitely a big factor to it, and obviously the type of lifestyle you want to live, if you want to grow and develop, things like that, if you want a change of scenery, if you need heat all year round, things like that. But like, say for myself, having a lot of my family here and coming from a medium family background, it's not that bad in that sense. And like with summer around the corner, it is decent. It's not amazing, so you still feel the need to like. What's crazy is summer's around the corner. People are still flying out to other countries and to explore other places, right? So that says a
mhm.
lot about how normal it is around here. But people abroad are gonna travel here and vice versa. So like it's just like normal wherever you go or wherever you've been brought up. So yeah, I think it's definitely perspective, right? And like you said, pushing that comfort zone is I think very important, and feeling like you pushed yourself, trying something difficult, and you're not just in a cage.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. It's not Syria. Like, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
obviously not that
yeah,
deep.
yeah, yeah,
The thing is, right? What frustrates me is like this conversation of like, kind of like work hard, do well. Keep your head down, grind, and eventually you'll make it. And
Yeah.
okay, what does make it mean? Like, does it mean like have two kids and then have the missus work part-time while you're paying off the
Mm,
mortgage? If that's making it, like, cool. Like, I don't have a problem with that at all. But if the aim of making it is being in a place where you're not like sitting at home right next to the flipping radiator and going, I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold, like
there
that,
you
because
go.
that's how it was for me.
Right.
So, yeah, of course, perspective is important. I'm not saying it's the worst place in the world. We
Mm,
all love Keir Starmer. Um,
yeah.
but is it perfect? No. Is it as good
Absolutely
as
not.
people think it's gonna be?
No.
No. Like,
Mm,
and I think it's not just London like this like that. By the way, I think you could say that about Paris. I think you
yeah.
could say that maybe about New York. I
Yeah.
think you could say that. What other places could you say that about? I think you could say that about Barcelona. I think you could say that about Milan.
Yeah.
So I'm not just trying to violate.
Yeah.
So
For
yeah,
sure. No, makes sense. No, absolutely. I think how do you say, man? You got to make the best decision for yourself, right? Ultimately, and based on your circumstances. And if you want more heat, you got to go to where there is a lot of heat. Like bringing our mutual friend Soshio, he's been going on and on about Miami to me, man. He's like, ever since he came back
oh,
from
he's still
Miami,
on it.
he's depressed, man. He's like, obviously he's not depressed now, but there is that, coming back to UK and just hating it, and he's like, it made him rethink, like, I wish I was there, man. I wish I could just work remotely and I wouldn't actually mind being there for a little bit of time. Like I could have the like culture I want. It is expensive there, so but if I earn the money there and if I just save up, or even if I stay there for a short amount of time, 4 months on a UK salary or hybrid work, at least it's enjoyable. So I think that gives a different perspective, right? Right. It's not so much like you're saving a lot of money and stuff, but it's you're having a lot of unique experiences, meeting different people or certain type of people and things like that. But yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes it is just about changing your environment and feeling something new, because that does help a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, man. I think we should wrap this up in a second, but
yeah.
I just need to say, why are you wearing black again?
Oh yeah, you changed it up, right? You're wearing grey.
I changed. I changed. What
Yeah.
happened to you?
Oh, I need to. All right, next one, guys. Episode 5. I'm wearing something else.
I, I
Remind me,
swear,
guys.
it better be a pink Hello Kitty t-shirt.
I've got a pink one, pink checkered one. Let's see.
Do you?
Yeah.
She. Okay, okay. We're seeing that next episode.
You guys will. So stay tuned, right? Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more stuff for you, and keep giving us feedback because we love it, right, Adam?
No.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Peace out.